Big story on Action News tonight is the urgent search underway. Philadelphia police working to find what they believe are the three gunmen behind last night's deadly mass shooting in Fairmount Park. That utterly horrific recording, now part of the police investigation into the chaos that played out just after 10:30 last night as hundreds gathered on Lemon Hill Drive. When the shooting finally stopped, 2 victims were dead, 9 others wounded, all ranging in age from 15 to 28. Today, the police commissioner vowed to deploy even more officers as the summer season gets underway. And an outraged mayor said the city will not be held hostage. We've got team coverage tonight. Walter Perez standing by with reaction from the family of one of those who died. But we begin here with Action News reporter Annie McCormick live at police headquarters. Annie, you've got the latest on this now sprawling investigation.
And Brian, at this hour, Philadelphia police have not identified any suspects. We do know that they are looking for at least 3 shooters. They did recover 21 shell casings from the scene that appeared to be from 3 different weapons. This video is being used in the investigation and shows the mayhem as reports of people shot started flooding in around 10:30 last night near the Lemon Hill Mansion. It's a popular area just a short walk from Kelly Drive and Boathouse Row in Fairmount Park. 11 people were shot, including 2 who were killed, now identified as 23-year-old Amaya Devlin and 21-year-old Mikhail Bowers. 3 of the shooting victims are teenagers, ages 15, 16, and 17.
This is a heinous act of violence.
Investigators believe that rapid gunfire came from a semi-automatic weapon equipped with a switch, a small device that transforms a semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic handgun.
This was war-time ammunition.
Philadelphia police had a presence in the park for a majority of the day and evening, with officers at the time of the shooting nearby about 75 to 100 feet away, helping to clear out park goers.
They hear the gunshots, and as a result, they responded and they started taking those who've been shot to the hospital. We've seen time and time again where individuals do not heed the fact that the police are there and still will engage in this behavior.
Bethel also addressed the department's response moving forward with big events like the Roots Picnic this weekend.
Starting this weekend, we will develop a deployment plan that puts us into the park, not to be going after permits and that type of activity, but more importantly, to keep up with the intelligence.
And Brian, at this hour, Philadelphia police not releasing what they think the motive could be. They are asking for anybody who has any video to send it to them. For now.
Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah, Kwadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all 4 corners of this earth, and rest upon the heirs of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all 4 corners of this earth. It's just on back again through the spirit and power and mercy of YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And yeah, man, hey, fair YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man. All right, this is something you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans lack. All right, you lack the fear of your power, man. You know, and as you can see, a couple of renegades, got caught up by an onslaught of gunfire, man. Who you think was behind that? You guessed it, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, we had a couple of hyenas come up to the camp yesterday, man, during our midweek camp. And Lord willing, I'll show that brief little clip. All right? Little Eve. All right, speaking her take on what we were out there doing, versus inquiring on what we were out there doing. You see? You know, in this generation that's before us, man. All right, these children are out of their mind, man. Okay, hey, they can't. Most of them can't read. Man, listen, we're in a time where YAHAWASHI, okay, is gonna continue to visit you, wicked Jake, with grievous judgment. It's not gonna stop. Okay, because hey, at the end of the day, this earth must be cleansed. All right, and all the wickedness in it. And you, Jake, want to take part and play your role in this wickedness that's being perpetuated on the planet? Guess what? All right, you're part of the cleanup. All right, that's gonna come after the Lord puts forth his judgment towards you, man. You're part of that cleanup. You see? Because, man, listen, and this is what we tell you, Jake, to repent and to disconnect from the ways of Babylon. Arise ye and depart. What's that, Micah 2:10? Matter of fact, let's start with that. You niggas don't listen, though. Why do you think we tell you to disconnect from this place, man? Because, mind you, these little renegades were celebrating Memorial Day weekend. They were out there in that park. They were drinking, you know. As a matter of fact, I got another clip I'm going to show. Let's get this, though. The book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 10, and it reads, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Jake, you're here for captivity. You're here for punishment. Okay? Ultimately, you're in a position of grace where you can actually, if it's the Lord's will, get right with him. Okay? Repent and turn from your wicked ways, man, and seek that old path. Spiritually disconnect from Babylon. Stop celebrating these wicked holidays, man. And a lot of these holidays that have nothing to do, all these holidays have nothing to do with you, Jake. Nothing to do with you. Okay? All you're doing is joining yourself to the spirit of Babylon when you celebrate these wicked holidays, man. Look it, because it is polluted, right? It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction, man. This is what we witnessed, man. We witnessed a sword destruction take place, man. Okay, and you can clearly see that was the rage of the Lord, man. That was the rage of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. He's not playing. All right, judgment is going to continue to run down like water, man. Because the Lord has a score to settle with you, Jake. Okay, you've been taking advantage of the prophets for a long time. You've been disrespecting Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI for a long time. And it has to come to an end at some point. Okay, you can't just live whatever type of lifestyle you want, all right, and think that you're going to be able to just continue in peace. No, man, there's ramifications, man, for your behavior, man. Okay, and the Lord has a way to the Lord has a way to even the score with you. All right, he catches you slipping. Okay? He catches you slipping, man. The Lord told us, man, at some point, your foot's going to slide in due time. The Lord's going to catch you slipping. You know, it's laughing, giggle, ha, 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 he. You know, you come up to the camp, you post these things online, all right? You scorn and you scoff. You got to, you know, Jake got the most to say. All right? Until that judgment comes your way, man. You see? And the Lord catches you when you least expect it. You least expect it and the Lord gets you. All right? Because you're in the mindset thinking he won't do it. Oh, he'll do it, man. As a matter of fact, let me get this. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22. In verse 14, and it reads, Can thine heart endure, or can thine hands be strong in the days that I shall deal with thee? Okay? Question mark. And the answer to that is no. Your heart's not going to be strong, and your heart's not going to be able to endure, and your hands are not going to be strong, man. If the Lord comes up against you, you out of there. Okay? You're gonna be in the position of where you're gonna be bleeding. Okay? You're going to be bleeding, man. Howling. Look, I, the Lord Yahweh, have spoken it and will do it, man. Hey, Yahawah BAHASHAM Yahawashi is a man of his word. And this is why we're telling you, Jake, to watch out. All right, we're in the time of judgment. Get right with your power while you still can. Okay, while you still can. Let's go ahead.
The Fairmount Park mass shooting, 21-year-old Mikhail Bowers and 23-year-old Amaya Devlin were killed when gunfire erupted late Monday night. 9 other people were also hurt. Police say 3 different guns were used, and tonight they are still looking for those responsible. Police tell us this chilling audio from social media is now being used as part of the investigation. Police also say one of the guns used appeared to have been modified with a switch, effectively turning it into an automatic weapon. Commissioner Kevin Bethel calling it the sound of war.
Families are heartbroken and grieving tonight. Our Cheyenne Corinne spoke with Amaya's mother. Cheyenne, just a devastating turn of events.
And also just senseless, Sheba. Amaya's mother says that she will never forget the moment that she received that phone call last night that her 23-year-old daughter was killed. She just could not understand how a gathering for a holiday led to her baby being shot. Tonight, Philly police say they are looking for 3 suspects, and she says she hopes they find them fast.
No. I'm destroyed. I'm lost for words. That's my baby.
Tonight, Ryan Brunson is boarding a flight from Atlanta and rushing home to Philadelphia after hearing her daughter, Amaya Devlin, was killed in a mass shooting last night at Fairmount Park.
It's just hard. It's rough. I just want this to stop. This was a lot. This is a different kind of pain.
Amaya just celebrated her birthday on April 30th, and her mom says she was the type of person who would give the shirt off her back for anyone.
23 years old. I'm supposed to be planning so much for her. And I'm planning a funeral.
This chilling video, along with the many others being widely shared on social media, will be part of the investigation into last night's shooting. Philadelphia police say it happened around 10:30 last night at a Memorial Day gathering on Lemon Hill Drive. 2 people were killed and 9 others injured, including 6 teenagers who are all now in stable condition.
I thought it was fireworks until I seen everybody running. So I ran. I was seeing people bleeding out and stuff, like on the way out of here. Like, it was just sickening. I don't know why they did something like that.
Investigators believe there were 3 shooters and more than 21 shell casings were recovered. One of those guns suspected to have been modified with a switch to allow for more rapid gunfire.
This was war, time, ammunition. That was just open.
A 19-year-old woman returned to Fairmount Park this evening to retrieve her scooter. She says she lost it running from gunfire. She asked for her face to not be shown out of fear, but says she was friends with the other victim who died, 21-year-old Mikhail Bowers.
My emotions been crazy. Like, I lost my friend last night. I'm just real shaken up and anxious.
I hope they do find a person, and I would like to know why. What made them go into a crowd of hundreds of people and just let off? Like they were raised by animals or something. I don't know. I don't understand it.
Hey, man, listen, and that's why we call these this new generation, we call them hyenas, man. All right, this new generation, they're built different. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's the spirit of the Lord, man. All right, as we know that the spirit's created for vengeance, man. All right, hey, a woman should bring forth monsters, man. All right, this is the time we're living in, man. We're living in a time of this untoward generation. Okay? And you can clearly see the lifestyle that was being lived was left. Okay? Jake is operating under the spirit of reprobate and renegade. And that's why they're being visited with the sword. As it says here, let's go here. The book of Amos. And this is why we tell you, Jake, to repent. The whole moral of this lesson is to warn you of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. We've been commanded to warn you of him. Okay? As a matter of fact, let me get this first. The book of Ezekiel 3 to show you this is, hey, listen, man. Let me see here. Bear with me. Slovakia. The book of Ezekiel, bear with me, chapter 18. Come on, man. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 17. And it reads, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. See, the Lord has always sent his servants the prophets, man, since sundry times. Listen to this. All right. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay, so this is the whole point of this lesson here is to warn you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Okay, this power that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, has erected throughout the earth in the form of God and Jesus Christ, these passive, clean, leprous powers, this is not the reality of the Bible, man. Okay? The scriptures tell us that YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is terrible, man. And all we can do is warn you. All right, we can only warn you up until the point where it's too late. Because you refuse to turn back. You refuse to repent. Okay? And this is why you continue to fall by the sword. Let's go here. The book of Amos, chapter 9. We'll probably close out right here. And verse 10. And it reads, all the sin is what sin? Transgression of the law. Okay? Showing you that what? The law is still valid. All right? It still must be acknowledged. It's not done away with. No, we're not going to be saved by keeping the laws. We're saved through faith and grace. Okay? But at the end, and hope, but at the end of the day, the wages of sin is death, man. It's easy to put this together. But Jake is so rebellious, they don't want to listen. That's not smooth enough for them. All right, they want to grip onto the blood of, they say Jesus Christ covers them. So now they're pretty much in a position where they can do what they want because they're saved already. Okay? That's madness, man. That's a psychotic way of thinking. And you're tempting the Lord. You see? Here it is, the true men of the Lord, the true messengers, the true seers, the true watchmen, the true stewards, the true ambassadors, man, of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have been sent, okay, to give you warning, man, in these latter days of the king of terror. And you, Jake, want to keep playing with him. But that's your lot, though. Your lot is to be blinded in efforts for you to fall into the Lord's indignation, man. It's that simple. But we still have to warn you, though. We still have to warn you from him. You see? Amos 9 and 10, it reads, all the sinners of my people, Israel, man. The Lord's people are Israel. Us so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And there's going to be speckled birds, Israelites, that look like the other nations, man. due to the scattering of Deuteronomy 28 and 64. But they're Jakes. There's an Israelite spirit. There's Israelite blood flowing through that vessel that looks like a heathen nation, man. Those are speckled birds, man. Okay? Israel is the Lord's people. Look at all the sinners of the Lord's people, man. All the sinners of my people shall be deleted. I'm going to read it verbatim. Let's go. Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Okay, the sword being the modern day gun. Okay? The sword in its perfection. An ICBM missile. It's no coincidence why we hear various stories of Jake being gunned down. And there's no easy way to tell you that if you don't repent, you're going to die. There's no easy way to tell you that, man. We're not going to sugarcoat it. All right? We're going to give you the raw, unadulterated truth. And whether you like it or not, man, this is the reality, man, of the power of Israel, man. This is the reality of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. The Lord said what? Give them warning from me, man. Okay? Which say that evil should not overtake nor prevent us, man. See, you, Jake, think you untouchable. Okay? Crossing the street, not looking, thinking you bumper proof. There's a complete rebellious spirit on you, Jake, man. In real time. But this is why grievous judgment is coming upon you. See? It will behoove you to stop. Examine yourself and repent. And you just might be, the Lord just may have mercy on you. Let's close out with this as a matter of fact. The book of Zephaniah. Chapter 1. No, it's chapter, bear with me. Damn. Chapter 2. And it reads, the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 3, and it reads, Seek ye the Lord Yahawah, all ye meek of the earth. And how do you seek the Lord? You got to inquire of his servants. And then you got to search the scriptures. All right? And pray to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to show you the light. Right? Which have wrought his judgment, man. All right? The meek being Israelites. Okay? We have worked Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's judgments through the various captivities we've been in, including this one. Okay? Seek righteousness. Seek meekness, man. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger, man. And Yahweh's anger is going to be brought forth in the form of his son, Yahawashi. You see? And leading up to that great and terrible day of the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is going to be bringing forth various scourges and calamities, man. And if you were wise, you will repent. Or not. Because as we know, there's a multitude that's going to perish, man, that was born in vain. Fear the Lord. Fear Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Repent, Jake, before it's too late. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf will edify. Shalom.